Welcome everyone to this Streets of Rogue playthrough. This is a game that is currently still in early access. It's on Alpha 57 just now, but it is pretty regular with its updates. As you can kind of see here, it was just updated on the 9th of August, and again, it was updated, a few weeks before this. There's always some bug fixes or new additions to the game getting added all the time. And even beyond the fact that it's in early access, it's quite a well built roguelike. You got your standard, pre-generated levels, and you can pick different characters. Again, we'll show this off here. So again, you have some different options you can pick here. We'll go to the home base. Again, this is the game ready, so I have unlocked all the current characters. I think there's just a few mutators maybe that I haven't picked up yet, just with the addition of the latest level. But yeah, you can see there's like traits you can pick up when you level up, and you can choose which ones are included or not included. Same with rewards. Again, mutators, which we'll not look at just now, and floor select if you want to just skip to a certain floor. But we'll go to the loadout soldier here, and you get to pick or buy one of these items with your chicken nuggets. Not really thrilled by any of these. I'll take the cod piece just for some extra armor. And with that, we'll go into the game. So these are all the different characters you have to select from. Again, they're not all available at the start of the game. You unlock them through different kind of like wee side missions or different ways or different, like achievement type things. You also have a bunch of create a character, which again I've not really done myself, but we'll have a look into that in the future. So first off, we're just going to pick the Slum Dweller. This is kind of your jack of all trades. Very basic stat line, but they do get extra experience. They get to pick more traits, so you can make them really specialized. And every 2 levels, they also gain a point to one of their stats, so that is pretty handy. They do only start with some whiskey, which is a health item, so there's not much options to go there. So, as you can see, all the controls here start at the first level. You've got WAS for moving, left mouse attacks, right mouse is your special, but the Slum Dweller doesn't have any. E for interact, Q for your inventory, tab shows you your missions, so our missions here is to neutralize this office drone and to retrieve this will from a safe up here. We've also got our toolbar down the bottom. R brings up our character stats, which just shows you your traits, your stats, as well as your stats for your character. Mouse wheel for your weapons. F for quick heal, which full health at the top there. Space will show some extra information. So if they're hostile, they'd be red. That yellow means you can interact with them, and left control will do a teleport objective, so I think I could... No. Let's go in here. Again, these are all going to be on the same sort of like team, so I don't really want to neutralize that guy just yet. Let's have a quick look around. Let's see if we can pick up some weapon or items that'll make it slightly easier for us to be able to take them down. Now there might be something in here, if I can see how easy it is to get access to the safe that'll be in here. I'm going to see these rooms you're not allowed to go into. They're going to, obviously there's turrets, a door that says do not enter, but again, as long as they don't see us, it's okay. And we can just stealth behind this character as long as they don't go to their field of view. Unlock the safe. Again, make sure he doesn't see us. Okay, just another cod piece, that's not that great. Oh crap. Let's just run. Take a little bit of damage, that's fine. We'll just get out of there. They probably won't follow us for too long. Or apparently this person will just chase us to the end of the earth. But no, it's fine. They're not actually, again, they're not doing that much damage because of the cod piece. That store person Okay, apparently he did turn hostile. I was hoping to get into that chest while he was distracted, but that's fine. That wasn't too difficult. Again, we've lost a little bit of health, but not too much. And again, I'm just trying to see if there's any interesting items out and about in the world, which doesn't actually appear to be in this random world. So I think we're just going to go down and risk dealing with that. That first mission and all those office drones on our own. Yeah, there's nothing there. And just go for a gamble, I guess. Again, we still have I can only have one piece of armor on. That'll be fine. Let's just go for the punch. If I get too low of that whiskey, that'll give me 15 points of health. And again, they've been weakened, so they're just legging it. And that's fine. I'm just going to make sure that we take them out, get some extra money. So plus 1 endurance there, so that's extra health, I'm pretty sure. Again, see, that's the first little mission there of this floor. I should say there is 3 floors per each level, with the final floor having some kind of random event going on. And pretty much they're all bad, of course. Again, here's not too bad. These two are not on the same kind of grouping, so we'll just go and deal with this clerk and then rob his safe. Which again just gives us some rage points, which will be useful in the future. Also, something I didn't really mention here, you also have these big quests, which are currently in beta with the game, and you have this kind of long-running mission that each of your individual characters want to complete. So the Slum Dweller wants to move to Uptown. So you kind of want to put at least $50 into the ATM or a clerk every floor, and then that's 150 for the level, and that gets you up to the total by the end of the game, because there's 5 different levels. You can pay more each floor, up to 150 I think, so you can easily complete that and get some extra experience early on, and you kind of may want to do that depending on how much money you've got. But you can also spend that money in the shops or to hire people to follow you around, which is something I don't really take advantage of that often, but we'll see if we can pick up someone good later on, maybe, depending on how much money we get. So into the elevator. Because it's green, it means that we've not only completed our big quest, but obviously this doesn't actually unlock until you complete all the missions, either successfully or failed them, which I will probably show you later on. And again, it's either amber here if you haven't completed your big quest, so it can give you a warning before you leave, but green here means it's all okay and we can leave. And again, because we leveled up, we'll get to pick a trait. You normally only get to pick 3, but because we're the Slum Dweller, we get to pick between 5. Knuckly is pretty good. Nimble Fingers can be helpful for some other characters. Sleep Killer or Knuckly, really? I'll pick up Knuckly. It's just definitely more useful, especially if you run out of weapons. And again, we haven't actually found any weapons yet lying around. So the missions for this floor, again, we've got to destroy and retrieve a muffin from this crate, destroy a generator up here, and retrieve a chip from a safe in this large room here. So again, I'm not going to go into here just now because these slave masters have some melee weapons, and also the slaves themselves will fight on their side. So we'll ignore that for now. Let's just have a look around, see if we can find any garbage cans with some items. Possibly get a weapon, hopefully, or maybe some money. Oh, there's some cigarettes there. We can use that to poison the air filtration systems. and we're going to just kind of follow. We'll just slip into that little bit there, and again we're going to go and raid this chest. 2 landmines. That's probably would be very, very helpful if we get into a rough situation. Again, you just kind of throw these onto the ground, and you can just throw them into any aggroed people, and that will just deal straight damage to them. So a banana is both a weapon and a healing item. It's a healing item first, and then once you've eaten it, you get a banana peel, and you can use that to make a trap for the enemy to fall on. So again, let's just put some cigarettes into this air filtration system. Again, it'll poison them, so what happens here is that everyone will run out. And this is a bit late. I was hoping to get in there earlier, but it doesn't seem it's going to happen. He is not going to. Oh, he is going to fall. That's bad news. But again, you can kind of hide around walls, and generally you'll get a good chance to punch like that if someone came close. So that is definitely a way you can deal with any enemy that has, you know, is chasing you with a melee weapon or a gun. And again, let's just deal with this guy. And again, we'll just... Oh, that was very, very lucky there that he fell onto that trap. Again, let's not trigger that ourselves. I don't want to take... I think it's like 30 damage it deals to you. I definitely don't want to take that damage early on. We've also leveled up again, so that means we're going to get to pick a trait at the end of this. And again, a lot of the time the free heal itself is definitely worth it on its own. Tranquilizer gun, that'll be actually quite handy for in here. Let's just trank these guys. Let's not get trapped in here. And again, it's a 10-second countdown, so it's not definitely easy on, but we can steal their weapons. And also we freed all those slaves, which gives us a bunch of experience, which is pretty handy. They should also be loyal to us, yeah, so if they see us get attacked, they will protect us, which again can be quite handy. Which means, oh, so we've got a bonus mission here. That's what this big M stands for, and this is good for some experience and some extra chicken nuggets. So I'll pay some money to my home and I'll get the mission, which is going to be retrieve a briefcase from a bartender. Again, you get some chicken nuggets, which you get every time you level up, and again, this is the currency you use to buy the extra traits and rewards, etc. in your home base. So in the early game, they are definitely worth doing. Again, since I've already unlocked everything, it's not much I use them for apart from buying your optional item per every run. Let's see if he wants to take any of my items. The trank gun, the armor. Was it 30% time to threaten? Fuck it, let's just try and threaten him. Oh, cool. That worked. You kind of saw there, I was actually running for it because he's got a shotgun, that guy's got a bat, so if that had failed there, they're just going to let them outside. But that all worked, and again, we're just going to teleport up here to the cleric and complete that mission. There we go. Mission complete, 450 experience there, plus I didn't alert anyone even though I talked to a guy. But no one was hostile to me, so that was good. There is our fridge in here, so we can break in. He heard that, but he doesn't actually know what's going on. I don't think he's going to chase me, that's fine. So the final little mission here is to get in here, destroy this generator. Now I could fight in here, but I can also just bribe this bouncer, so he... Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Okay, we'll do it another way. We are going to go and pollute this air filtration system. I've got a random syringe here, so I don't know what it's going to do, but let's have a look. And again, the main reason here isn't to poison them, it is just to get in here undetected. And we'll also free that gorilla, who is enemies with them, and again, blowing the generator up opened the back wall there, so we're able to just escape. And again, I could have used the mines for this, or if you've got grenades or a rocket launcher, you can do all that kind of thing. This is a little Celematic. Let's have a look at here. The safe buster I probably never need, so I'll sell that off. The lockpicks and the door detonator could be handy for this character, especially since they've got no way to hack into any terminals. But yeah, we'll just keep those items. And again, we've leveled up twice, so we should get 2 traits here. And again, we complete our big quest there. Now again, there's different options you can get here for bonus experience at the end of the level if you don't kill anyone, if you complete it quickly. So there's definitely reasons to speedrun each level if you want some extra experience. However, generally you want to have a look around, get as much items, especially from the earlier levels, which will benefit you later on because they get extremely harder later on. So, followers gain extra health, recruit 3 followers, chance to knock weapons out of enemies, that's definitely a nice one to take. Slow enemies, a free follower, blended nicely is definitely one I generally always take, which I think I'll definitely take now. It just means it's easier to sneak into larger rooms, and as the game difficulty increases, you'll see more and more enemies with guns. So you kind of want to avoid those. So as you can see, this is one of these 3rd levels, so there's these random events here. The ooze is actually pretty annoying because it means there is a time limit on what we can do in this level, and then you can kind of see in the minimap it's going grey at the bottom, which means we are going to be running out of time. And again, I'm going to rush in here, there's not enough time anymore to faff about. So let's just free everyone we can free. Okay, apparently one of them was a zombie, that wasn't really helpful, but we'll just leave him as it is. Oh, here you can see some NPCs interacting. Funnily enough, the 2 different gangs fight each other, which is funny to see, just like how gorillas and scientists do not get along. Bloods and Crips don't get along either. We need to neutralize this guy, so I'm just going to tranquilize him. Again, he'll chase us for a little bit, but he won't follow us that long. Now, I don't know if I have to kill him if he's tranquilized, so we're just going to wait here and see what happens. Nope, he's been neutralized apparently. We'll just steal his stuff, and again, I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to leave him as he is. We still have a lot of time before the ooze is actually a big problem, so I'm going to spend some time looting the rest of the level. See what's in each of these little rooms here. That was just some risky, that wasn't that important. We'll speak to this clerk. Oh, I can't speak to him. Let's see if I can find an ATM. There's one up here, so I can pay for my big quest, and that means that it will be completed for this little floor and also the level. Now, zombies are interesting in the fact that whoever they kill, or once they've punched someone, whenever they die, they'll be infected and will turn into a zombie. So you kind of see a big chain reaction potential happening. Do I want to go in here? Again, I have some time before the ooze, so I may as well risk it. Oh, this does not link up. Fine, let's use a lockpick, and then we're just going to leg it. Like, that ooze is spreading really quickly. Take some damage here, but as you can see, I really cannot wait any longer to take damage from that. And again, everyone's died from these zombies here, so let's deal with them. Oh, that was a nice critical hit there. And again, we're not going to hang around because as you can see, that ooze is travelling really quickly. And it's unfortunate because we didn't get a chance to have a look over in this area and properly down here either. So you can generally tell like the 3rd floor of every level can be pretty hectic, and you have to, not all the time have to rush them, but you can also get things like zombie hordes or riots or war zones, so you have to be really careful on the final floor of a level. And again, all green there, so let's leave this level. Now, I didn't level up here, so I won't get a perk, but that's fine because I got 2 last floor. And now we're on to level 2, which is the industrial zone. So you kind of see every level has its own different theme, and there's different things going on. So missions here, we got to destroy an overclock generator and to steal a baseball. So nothing too difficult here. And again, you generally find that the difficulty will decrease between the 3rd level of one floor and the 1st of another. Let's just neutralize the slave master. He didn't actually see that or feel anything apparently, so that's fine. And again, I'm just doing this because this will free the slaves and I'll get some bonus experience. And again, they'll be loyal, so if anyone causes me any trouble, I'll have some potential friends. Armor durability I don't really care about. The lighter I don't really care about. I don't know what those syringes do. And again, I'm really stacking up on armor here, but I haven't had to deal with much of these, so I'm going to sell the codpiece just to free up an inventory slot. And let's just break in here once this guy's not looking, and we're just going to free all these people here and the safe, just to he knows I'm here, but he probably won't want to open the door. And again, yeah, there we go, he's unaggroed. I mean, just sneak past and no one is the wiser. And again, that wasn't for any reason beyond getting some experience. And as you can see, we've leveled up because of that, which is nice. I will buy a mystery item for no reason other than I had the cash to do it. But yeah, there's lots of little ways to gain some extra experience beyond just killing everyone. Again, you could just go on a mad rampage and kill everyone and get some extra experience that way as well if you're so inclined. Ow, I took damage there, didn't mean to. Oh, that's not good, that's not good. And again, I'm just going to wait until they... maybe? Oh no, that person's going to die. Ow, I touched that fire there, didn't mean to. But they will be hostile if you go in there. That is a red tripwire, which means it will explode. Do I have anything I can throw at that? No, so... again, actually I can just aggro that person in there, maybe. No, apparently they don't want to aggro out. Again, we'll just fight this person. And apparently that caused it to explode. I must have hit it through the... oh, that's not good that they've aggroed the police. Let's see if I can deal with this goon. And oh, that is not good. Okay, I just have to kill the police. Or apparently that'll just no longer interest them. And again, this overclock generator will do a big explosion. So I did not want to be anywhere near that. But luckily it blew up everything so far, so I could get into that money. And again, there's other ways I could deal with that. I could have infected the air filtration system, although I think because... no, this wasn't a gas room, so I could have infected the air filtration system and scared everyone out. But realistically, I do have, you know, a few health items here, so it's not too bad if I had to, you know, fight my way in there. Again, sometimes it can be easier, especially once you've got a bunch of different armor and weapons. It can be quite easy to just fight your way in here. Again, I'm just gonna sneak in when no one is looking. I probably won't be able to sneak out without fighting. But yeah, that's fine. I can quite easily just sneak out there. And again, I could easily kill them if I want to, but I think I'll just let those ones live after the bloodbath of before. Okay, those cops are hostile for some reason. They must have caught me, or there'll be a survivor from the earlier two. There's nothing really in here. I have completed the big quest for this floor. Oh, let's just raid. Okay, that's not. Oh, we're okay. Right. No, let's just leave. Let's just leave. No reason to stick around if you don't need to. And again, I'm going to get a trait here. Can be interesting, but I think I'll just take extra crit chance. Because again, a lot of the future levels, especially the next level, there will definitely be a lot of fighting. So I need that extra potential damage. So here we've got operate all the switches, retrieve an item, retrieve a tooth from a worker, and neutralize a drug dealer. And the resurrection shampoo does what it sounds like it does and gives you effectively an extra life. I'll pay some money to my house. And let's see if there's any air filtration systems in this room here that we can infect and make our lives a little bit easier. It doesn't actually look like it, so we'll just have to go in there guns blazing, I think. And again, there's no enemies here, so it's not that difficult. We just have to... I'm going to sneak in and deal with this terminal. Open locked doors. That person is hostile, so we'll just deal with them. Take the money, and we're going to just destroy this because that will turn off every single security system, allowing us to sneak in. And again, these ones have a countdown, so we have to get to each one within 20 seconds there. So again, not too difficult. With all the security systems knocked out, there's much less to worry about. And we can... I'm going to eat some food here just so I can take that item and potentially use it up here. Oh, what's that trolley? Nothing up here. Okay, so we need to retrieve the item from this worker. So again, we do have an air filtration system here, and let's put in 2 cyanide pills. Let's use a cyanide pill. And again, this is an instant kill if they are, go into the smoke thing like that. Again, we have a gas mask, so we are immune, which is very handy. Again, I'm going to destroy this generator because it's hilarious and will give us an easy way out. And it finally does explode. But because... Okay, let's just see what I can throw over here. Let's throw these bananas away because it doesn't actually matter to us. That is a really interesting item there. Kill health miser, so again, for every kill I get, I will get some health. Doesn't let me eat that sandwich there. But we'll pick up that cheeseburger instead. And again, we need to neutralize this character, but as you can kind of see, there is a bunch of hostile people. So and that's fine. Wasn't too difficult. And again, for every kill I get here, I'm going to get some health anyway, so we'll just fight our way out of this predicament. And there's tons and tons of items here. Again, I need that key. That key just opens that door there. I haven't managed to find a Cellomatic, but we're going to have a little look around because again, there's a lot of items I currently have on me that I definitely do not need anymore, and gaining access to some money would be much more beneficial. Especially since it means we can look at buying some more health items in the future if we require them. Or especially if we do manage to get to the final floor, I'll probably need to get uptown license. What can I sell here? I can sell the weaker armor. I'll sell the dizzy grenades because I'll probably never use them. This has got low durability left. The cyanide definitely won't. The electric pill I'll probably never use. The syringes I'll use probably next level. And yeah, that kind of leaves us everything else we need to use. Let's use the shampoo. And we're just going to teleport to them there. Again, there's nothing much. We have leveled up already. So there's not much point sticking around this level anymore. And we do get a trait. Modern Warfare sounds interesting, but generally when you get below 20 health, you're probably going to be dead, or you're going to be tanking as many health items as you possibly want. Let's take a kneecapper. Just a chance to slow down the enemy could be the difference between life and death. So the final floor of the industrial zone, and it's a zombie one. So let's see what missions we've got to do here. Retrieve an item, retrieve and rescue someone. And again, there will be some hostile zombies roaming about, so I may kill them if I have to. But the problem is they're going to be punching the enemy, which instantly means that they're all infected. And, you know, sure they may not kill them at that point in time, but if they do die at some other reason later on, they will become zombies, and that can just be a pest to deal with at that point. Let's destroy that generator. That is a lot of fire up there. Let's knock out that. Oh, I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, let's get the axe out. Let's deal with these guys, these zombies. Okay, wasn't too bad. Again, as you can see, these do spread really, really quickly. The main problem here is obviously, as soon as one zombie has hit an NPC, whoever kills them later on will just turn them into zombies. Which means that, you know, if the rival gangs meet up, they'll kill each other, guerrillas and scientists, and generally people will leave the safety of the buildings if they hear noise outside, so they'll rush out to see what's going on, and again, they'll probably get turned into a zombie. Which means you have tons and tons and tons of them hanging around. Although this guy's just kind of sleeping in the hospital there. And these people in here are all fine and dandy. It's just... Oh, that just kind of attracted everyone into this. But again, with the slowing ability I have and the extra crits, I can really deal with them. Again, oh, that's tons of them. That is really, really loads of them. I'm running out of weapons, unfortunately. I thought I had tons, but apparently I have gone through quite a few at this point in the level. And again, there is no real rush in the zombie apocalypse, I guess. You can just kind of kill them at your own leisure and it's all fine. So I'm not going to rush through this level, but I do need to rescue this gangster up here, which probably means I'm going to have to kill... Again, it shouldn't be too difficult. I will just do the whole hide around the corner trick. And there we go. Okay. Just shoot him and let's rescue this guy. And he wants to go to the entrance. They can either want to go to the entrance or the exit. at this point. Again, it used to always be the entrance, but they do now have some of the quests work to take them to the exit, which means you can kind of do them at the same time as leaving. Oh, that was unlucky there. I don't want to hit. Okay, he just got set on fire, which is fine. Let's get this guy to the entrance. That's one less problem to deal with. And as you can I'm going to show you, like, on the third floor of each level, you can no longer teleport. So you kind of have to run about, and you can't avoid any of the problems that are going on. So that leads us into this room. And again, I'm kind of just going to be really dangerous and rush through, because I can probably get by everyone. Again, okay, I thought I could, but apparently not. Okay, this is super dangerous. This is super dangerous. Okay, this is not going very well at all. Again, I'm literally just gonna take them into their own traps, and as you can see, that was insanely successful. Mainly because they just kind of bounced off the fire into the saw blade there. Oh, and apparently had tranquilized that goon there, so that's also okay. But yeah, it can get really messy if there's multiple enemies attacking you, especially if they have guns and melee weapons. This is why zombies aren't that much of a problem, because they don't use any weapons beyond their fists, and you can kind of limit their range. Although they do more damage than normal, it's generally okay to deal with multiple of them. And again, they're pretty slow, so you can quite easily avoid them. I need to go and find an ATM because I haven't actually done my mission on this floor, and because I have 600, I'm going to just put the maximum amount of money into the hole as I can. Okay, apparently it's 100 per floor, and again, I'm done with this floor now. I don't care about any of these zombies at all. And you can see that maybe there was a lot more characters and zombies there than there has been elsewhere. That's because the NPCs don't start actually acting until you, go into an area and actually trigger them. So like, while you're not there, they're not active. It isn't until like these zombies didn't actually trigger until I was probably around about here, breaking into this prison. And then the cops dealt with them. But it's obviously just to make sure that when you don't load a level, that a bunch of random things spawn in and then just crash the game because of everything that's going on. So that is, so close. I should have killed one more zombie and I would have leveled up there. So again, no traits, but we definitely will get one this floor and potentially two, depending on how many missions we get and how many more bonus experience we get. So level 3, we're on to the park, and this is a problem because there's landmines, there's cannibals that hide in these bushes, and a lot of the missions revolve around dealing with them. So you can kind of see here, retrieve something from a cannibal, which means we're going to have to kill it, neutralize some folk, and retrieve something from a chest here. And again, because it's the park, there's very little actual buildings. A lot of the shops here are just kind of out in the wild. Let's buy the whiskey and buy the beer just to have some extra health items. Not that I'm going to need it just now, because really the first thing that I do will cause me to level up. And again, we're just going to deal with these cannibals. And I'm actually going to kill all these just so I can get some bonus experience. And the cannibals, they probably deserve to be chopped up by an axe. And another reason is a lot of them have axes, and axes are pretty good weapons. They do a lot of damage, and they have quite a big range, as you can see there, so you can deal with multiple enemies if they try and swarm you. And again, because I have that kill health miser, even if I lose, 10 health here or there, every one I kill I get an extra 5 health. This is a random status effect pool, so it can be a gamble to go in there. Again, I've got full health, I've got a lot of healing items, so I will try it out. And it was good. And there's a cannibal in here. Let's deal with him. Okay, that was a really weird glitch there. I probably should have smashed that wall with him, but apparently not. Again, we'll just deal with him. Let's go and pay some money to our house. And let's sell some things. Hypnotizer, I don't really care about. The critical upper, I'm not really bothered about. The banana peel and those rocks, I can easily get rid of as well. And we're just gonna... I don't really want to poison the water, but I will deal with that goon and rob that little chest there, which gave me accuracy mod, which if I press the right button, the right mouse button, not left click, I can equip it to one of my weapons, and I don't know if it actually does anything beyond boosting the auto aim if you've got it turned on. It might reduce spread for some of the rapid fire weapons, but there doesn't really seem to be that much of that in this game. So it generally isn't that much of a problem. Oh, a vampire. Fuck you, vampire. Let's just save that poor other slum dweller who's now dead. Oh well. Again, there doesn't really seem to be that much I can do. Oh, I can... Hey, I'm leaving, don't worry about it, I'm leaving. I wasn't here at all. Okay, they did see me going there. I was... Oh, and as you can see there, it triggered a mine. But I'm going to run around until they potentially can't see me. And okay, that's not going to work. Let's just deal with them. There we go. That wasn't... I was hoping to, poison that air filtration system there, but I guess I just have to deal with it the old-fashioned way. And finally, we have to go and break into this final science lab and retrieve that item. Again, scientists aren't that difficult. If they have a weapon, it's normally a knife, which doesn't really have that much range, so you can easily just rob them and finally just leave. I've done my big quest there, and because we leveled up last round, we got a perk, and again I'll take a slippery target here. This just means that the enemy is much more likely to miss you, and in the final 2 levels there's a lot more guns. There's mobsters and police and things, so it really pays to be able to avoid as much damage from them as possible. So retrieve something from the chest, neutralize a soldier, and neutralize multiple people. So I'm actually surprised. Okay, there's a gorilla in here. I'll just kind of hang about, and as you can kind of see, I'm allowed to be here. And I angered them. They're annoyed. I shouldn't really be there, but that's fine. They were kind of happy with me robbing them, which is really weird. But again, I'm not going to complain too much. Let's buy some random items. And screw it, let's just use that crit so I can deal with these gorillas, because they are slightly tougher than your average enemy. And that slum dweller just stole that money off me, but that's okay, I'm rich for a slum dweller now, so I'll forgive them for wanting some extra cash. And we will go and sell some things. I don't have a ghost giver. There's very few ghosts in this game that I don't think I've ever had to deal with any of them. They're killing ghosts do unlock, I think they unlock the vampire. So, you know, to unlock a character, you need to do that in the early game, but as I said, I've played this long enough that I have unlocked all the characters. So, you know, again, possibly in the future the Ghost Giver will do much more. I can't remember it saying it does anything in any of the latest updates, but I may have missed that, so if you know the Ghost Giver does anything extra beyond what I've said, please let me know. And let's just deal with these soldiers. And apparently I'm doing terrible with the shotgun. There we go, that's fine. We'll rob them all here. I'm, what, 2,000 experience away from leveling up, so yeah, sure, let's kind of have a look around. Let's deal with some enemies who we know can give us some easy experience. So there is a cannibal over there, as you can see. We'll deal with him. We'll deal with this cannibal. And we'll go and rob that cannibal because why not? There's some FUD. I think that Slum Dweller over there triggered a mine. Screw you, thief. And there doesn't really seem to be that much going on. Okay, there's another cannibal up there. Unfortunately, these ones don't seem to have any weapons, which is kind of disappointing. There's a lot of vampires in there and another cannibal up the top. So let's just place a detonator and let's see if I can get their attention. That's actually pretty funny. He's going to try and get out the door. And let's just... Oh, okay, this is bad. I managed to miss that first one he's got behind me. Again, this probably shouldn't be too bad. I still have tons of health items, and if I really need to, I have the cash to go and buy some more. I really should go and actually spend this money. You know, I'm already at the point where I've, you know, pretty much completed my quest. It's definitely not going to be that much harder. How much more do I need to put into it? Another 200. So I can easily spend, you know, 300-400 of my cash at some of the shops. There don't really seem to be this bartender or drug dealer, a shopkeeper up there. Let's go and see what this shopkeeper has to offer me. Some health items, a shotgun. That seems fine by me. We'll deal with this vampire. Get some experience there. So it doesn't really look like I'm going to get much more experience in this level. You know, I was thinking I was going to leave those gorillas to live in peace, but I think I'm going to deal with them. I'm kind of doing this, but there's actually no reason to do this because I don't actually have anything to set it on fire. Actually, I could. I don't know if I'll be able to. Oh, I don't think that's close enough. That's really annoying. I actually messed it up by putting too much here. Ah, it was not. Damn it, that was a waste. Oh, actually, the stove itself will also actually explode the stove, I think. Oh, okay, super messed up. Oh, it's expanding. I don't know if it will. Okay, I'm into just punching now, so I'm punching some gorillas for some experience, which doesn't seem to be that smart, really. especially since they are really strong. You know, I'm doing 7 damage because I've got the Knuckly trait. They do 10, and they also have like a jump attack you can do. So yeah, let's deal with this last gorilla. You can kind of see they're much faster, which is annoying. And they can get the drop on you if you're chasing them. So I'm kind of just going to leave this guy alone now. Take some healing items, deal with the cannibal that I know was here. Okay, he died to his own trap. We'll just leave this level. You know, I got closer to leveling up, which means we definitely will in the following floor. But I really wanted some more perks. Just because, you know, again, there is only 5 levels, and each level has 3 floors, so you can kind of see we're rapidly approaching the end now. And realistically, the final floor, generally, it's very dangerous to do anything there beyond the main missions, because there's things like super cops and robots that really make it harder to, you know, break into places. Okay, there's a cannibal down there. Ah, you poisoned me. Okay, this is not going well at all. Okay, whose side are you on, thief? Let's just eat all the food we've got. Oh my goodness, no, just run, there's literally no point to stay here. I messed that up massively. I should have actually checked outside if there was any real way to poison them or anything. Okay, that's interesting, there's a resurrection pool there. Okay, he wants to go to the exit. Thankfully the random event that occurred on this level was you know, missiles falling from the sky, and that kind of, again, you can use them because you see where they're going to land. You can use them to complete the missions for you because they only land in the area visible to your character. It means you can easily just go and hang around the areas where your missions are. So down here, you know, got to neutralize these soldiers, and again, they're not hostile to me for being in this area. I can hang around with them and spend some time just, you know, waiting for the missiles to do their damage themselves. Okay, that did actually turn him hostile. I didn't know if throwing that banana peel would turn him hostile. So I know I have, you know, aggroed those guys there. I don't have any weapons, which is a problem. There's literally nothing in my inventory at all. There is an ammo dispenser up there. Right, let's go and buy some ammo. I've got tons of money. Let's go and spend some money on ammo. Let's refill all my guns. Again, I've got the money, so it's not much of a problem. And we're going to get a bunch of different items, and, you know, a bunch of money, so for doing this anyway. So that is that mission done. Let's go on to the final one, which is destroy a generator. So that's, again, not that difficult to do, especially since it appears to be in a very small room, just with some cannibals. We can see if we sell anything here. Oh, okay. I'm dizzy, which is bad. It's going to run out in 2 seconds. That is not good. I'm going to deal with that vampire because he oh, it was pretty handy. Thank you, soldier. Okay, apparently that cannibal had jumped into the lake that's over here that's got resurrection in it. Okay, that's bad. That's going to destroy that machine. We'll buy some random weapons. And again, that is the mission now complete. I will go on up here and have a look at these buildings just in case there's anything interesting inside them. It's not really worth it. It'll just be some money at this point. And there doesn't seem to be any clerks or anyone or an ATM. Maybe it's been destroyed already that I can, deposit my money to for the quest. But again, I've already completed the floor, so it's not that much of a problem. It would just have been nice to put some extra money into it and get even closer to being completed. But let's complete the park now. Pick our perk, which backstabbers can be very handy, especially with melee weapons. And we're going to move on to... This is an uptown... Downtown this is? Downtown I think? Downtown, yeah. Which is full of... This kind of this used to be where the at least when I played the game, where the game ended. But you've got the mobsters, you've got thieves who jump out of manholes, you've got cannibals who jump out of manholes. So it's very, very much more threatening. You also have lots of places you've got to pay to get into, or you cannot take your weapons into. And so it's definitely much more, of a problem to deal with when compared to some of the earlier levels. So here, 55 to get in to see this. What is it, like a club or something? And what am I trying to do in here? Trying to destroy that little box down there. Let's put rage poison, which means anyone who gets in it gets enraged, so they'll just kill themselves. Nothing else interesting here. But again, they're just going to kill each other, which I'm totally fine with. So it'll make it much, much more easier for me to get in there. Once they're all, dealt with. And here's the final guy. And we'll just rob all this. So again, this is quite an easy way to get access to a bunch of items. The syringes and poisons and things you can use. It is pretty funny. What's in here? A refrigerator and a chest with 5 coins was locked up. That's kind of a waste. But it's kind of why I didn't use Rage Potion earlier on. It's funnier when there's more potential NPCs in a room. Just because you're definitely going to get more. Ooh, how much is... Let's leave my weapons behind so I can speak to this person. 600. That gives me a license to be in Uptown, which is the final level. And if you don't have a license, there's some robots that really hates immigrants or something and will chase you down and take you to the deportation room, which you can escape from. It's not like it doesn't end the level or anything, but it does, make it slightly harder, because if you don't go there with the robot, it will become hostile and it'll turn all the different cops hostile to you, which is just a pest. And again, I'm just gonna hide down here. Let's use this hacking device to see what options I have available to me. Okay, so not much. But yeah, so I kind of want to have that money. Again, I'm not hanging around here. I literally I'm going to take a bunch of that. Okay, this is not going too well. I'm trying to waste that leaf blower there. I don't think it's normally that effective. Maybe they've boosted it since I last used the leaf blower, because it really seems to be able to just push them around much more than it's ever had before. Which is pretty funny, actually. I always thought it was pretty worthless, but if it's got that power, it actually could be, especially in rooms like that when there's traps you can push them into. Definitely seems to be potentially interesting. Okay, I fell into that manhole when it was full, but thankfully I had that resurrection shampoo. Otherwise, that would have been the end of the run there. And luckily it's not, and I have to neutralize the musicians over here, which we'll do. We're just going to shoot everyone. I really should go and get some. Oh, there's an axe. I really. Whoa. Okay, this is not going well. This is not going well. Let's get out of here. Just run. Run. Thankfully, slippery target should help me a little bit here. I was hoping to try and trick him into. Oh, that does not work. Okay, then the cop's hostile to me. This really is not going well. But we can kind of deal with what's going on here by just running away as best as we can. Let's go and deal with this last mission. It's not going to help us that much because... Okay, apparently picking up that gun turned them hostile. Oh, what did I pick up that's giving me... Oh, I picked up the kill ammunizer. That's pretty helpful, actually. You know, just... really means... you have a really good option for just using your ranged weapons, because, you know, every kill you get, you're going to get some more ammo back anyway. Who's... Oh, the thief! Again, it probably wasn't actually that worth it killing the thief there. But I've picked up quite a bit more health up there, as you can see. And I'm just going to look for... There's an ATM down here. Let's go and send some more money. So I only require 100 to complete that big quest. And again, there's only, you know, what, like 4 more levels after this one, so we really don't have to be worried too much. I'm definitely not going to get any money to... Let's leave before that thief stole stuff from there. I'm definitely not going to get enough money at this point to buy that license to be in Uptown, so I think once we get to Uptown, we'll definitely just rush through it as quickly as possible. I'll kind of try and show off some of the main threats of Uptown, but I'm not really going to engage them myself. As you can already see, the downtown area here has done quite a bit of a number on me, with just the mobsters and the thieves. Screw it, let's just trigger that and get out of there. Okay, apparently they stood too close to it, so I will take the ammo there, I'll take that baseball bat. Oh, thieves! Man, the last time I was here, this definitely was not as annoying as that at all. Let's... do I want to purchase these slaves, or you know what, let's... Okay, I didn't mean to trigger all of them. definitely don't want to trigger that hole. I don't want to fall into that. I'm going to try and explain what I was trying to do there. I was trying to, if you can spread the distance between the slaves and the slave masters, they will explode. Which, as you can see, actually has happened here. Screw it, let's just throw some stuff down just so I can get rid of it. And let's just leg it. Apparently I need to go and deal with that wrestler in there, which isn't too bad. Actually, you can either, you know, break in, go all guns blazing, or you can just challenge him with this bouncer down here, which I think I might actually. Let's drop that, I don't need that anymore. I don't want that water pistol. I don't really want that either. The hiring vouchers I don't care about. The free item, if I actually get a chance to use it, I will. We're going to gamble with some of these drugs, see if any of them do benefit us. I don't think I know what any of them do. Weak, that's a bad one. So I'm going to just wait out that 20 seconds because I don't want to go and fight the wrestler while I'm weak. But again, you get the opposite of weak. If I could get something good or something regenerating health, I definitely think I could go in there and deal with the wrestler. So we're just kind of gambling here with what these ones could be. Invisible. Okay, I need to talk to the jock apparently. I didn't know that. I thought I just spoke to the bouncer. And again, I'm just going to wait for invisible to run out there. Take strength, perfect. Leave weapons behind. And let's again. I'm going to take a good few hits here, and again, because I've got slow as something, it wasn't that much of a problem. We lost some health. We get some money there for that. They're all just dancing to that. Steal as much of this stuff. The boombox I dumped down there. Again, I just dumped it to get rid of it. I wasn't actually caring about if they were going to dance or not. But let's just go and steal as much of this stuff as possible. I am... Oh, crap. Oh, okay, that was super lucky. I managed to get stuck in my inventory there. Killed by the cannibal and dragged into the train there. So this was the first playthrough of Streets of Rogue. If you've enjoyed it, please come back. I'll probably put one of these out every week, hopefully on the same day. We will try out the different characters. Once we've kind of went through the different characters, showed off the different big quests that they have and the differences between their special abilities. We'll also have a look at building our own character, as well as some of the different mutators there are that really change out the game and kind of make it a little bit crazy. So definitely they're not worth using when you just first start playing, especially since you won't have them unlocked. But you definitely don't want to dive into them straight away, but they will make it more, the game have a little bit more longevity in, the future. And especially since it's not fully released yet, there is much more coming out for this game, and it does happen quite regularly. So if you've liked it, feel free to check it out, on Steam or wherever else you may find it. But this has been Streets of Rogue, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks and goodbye.